Okay, so, oh, what? I just zoomed in. Okay, so, there's a lot of TransTape tutorials out there, but, you know, I'm 4'11", and these things, they're pretty there. Can't see it because I'm wearing a big shirt, but, you know, they're there. I struggle finding tutorials that have, like, people with 45 plus chest size doing it, so I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but you know, if I do, you'll see this. Okay, so we have it. Pasties on. I didn't put the tissue paper because I felt lazy, but pasties are on. We have our TransTape. I'm not sponsored, but if I could be, that would be great. I started cutting here because this is where, like, about here where it goes to, like, there for me. So, I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to cut, like, 3 or 4 pieces, and then I'm going to get them back, okay? Okay, we've cut up the pieces. We have 4 cut up for, like, half of it. They're kind of different sizes because I'm, like, very bad at cutting. So, with this one, I gotta round the corners. So I'm gonna round the corners on these because I forgot to do that. And then I'm gonna start popping them. Because it goes right here, you know? And that'll help get it flat first. So, yeah. Okay, I rounded the corners of the first piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. What I'm gonna do to avoid sticking the tape to itself is I'm gonna, like, peel a little bit of it right here. I'm gonna first, like, get that onto closer to, like, the middle bottom area because I'd like to tape it at the top, middle, and then the bottom, just to make sure it's fully secure. Because last time I had one secure boob and the other one was it ended up, like, not lasting, so I took it both off. But yeah, something I know that helps is leaning forward, because then you can get the full boobage and make sure that you can get a hold of it. I was gonna start with this side, but I think I'm gonna start on this side. And I think it does still reach, so it should still be fine. But I have it right here. I'm gonna get like that much ready. So that way, and it's all rounded, there you go, you can see it. I have the darkest one because they don't have my skin tone in stock in the, like, large rolls. So, I'm going to first put it there. Push it up. There we go. Then we have this part of this nice and stuck, and since it's only the first tape, we have it going right here, making sure that it's pulling right here. Gonna make sure nice and secure. Then I'm gonna get right here, pull it right here, and I'm gonna use my second smallest for that one. I gotta round it also, but I mean, also you should make sure that you, like, at least try out to make sure that you're not allergic to TransTape, because if you're allergic and you put it on, from what I've heard, not that fun. I'm thankfully not allergic. Only thing I'm allergic to is, like, amoxicillin, which I guess now could virtually poison me. A terrible fate, really. But yeah, so with this one, I'm gonna get the bottom so I can get that nice and secure. It'll be go right here, you know. See it? And fun fact, this was the side that I had struggled with the most. This is my second time ever getting TransTape in. So, if I seem like I don't know what I'm talking about, that might be accurate because I'm still day to day. You know, still learning as I go. And then I'm going to put that right here. Make sure we get that like constantly under. We have our tape over here. Pull it to the skin. I've messed it up. It's okay. So with it, it sticks very well to itself, not on the outside, but on the inside, because the adhesive. So, for me, sometimes if I mess it up a little bit, I'll just pull it apart where I can, get it onto the skin somewhere, and then I'll add an extra piece of tape right here later, so that one that's over both the skin, so that way it just helps with keeping it there, keeping it in place. So far so good, you know, nothing major. Gotta get the top bit. Again, I didn't round all the pieces. I should have rounded all the pieces, but I just wanted to start going back at it since it's been a while. And, you know, since I do plan on using it more than my binder because it broke, especially since it's also summer, it's gonna be hot, I'm gonna be swimming. Gotta make sure I can swim without wearing a binder, because that can be uncomfy. Mostly just because it gets heavy, kind of like my hair when I have braids in. But other than that, oh my goodness, hold on. Yeah, so again, nice rounded. I'm gonna use this one up here at the, I'm gonna use it actually underneath a little bit because I do still have some under, so I'm gonna use kind of like that to where I get it right there. And yeah, and I know I'm kind of just talking. That's also just, I don't know if I'm gonna post this. It's 10 minutes now. I didn't realize it was gonna be 10 minutes when I went into it. But then again, when you're not that great at what you're doing, things kind of happen like that. So we're gonna pull it right here actually, and then we're gonna go under, kind of like that. I'm gonna leave that there. Kind of just pull over to the side a little, put it over top. See, mine's a little messy because I'm quite messy. And when I do this, I struggle with it just a bit since I'm still, you know, getting the hang of it. But I think this is good. I think for rookies, this will be like generally what happens. And I put this too far forward, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit. Which, yeah, it's gonna get rid of the roundness. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna cut myself. You know, it's fine. I'll put it right there. Put it right there. Okay. I'm changing my mind. So, I've got it nice and secure right here. I'm gonna have to fix up the side so that way it stays where it's at. And then I'm gonna use this last bit here at the top. Try and help keep it a little safer, a little more secure. Almost forgot to round it before I start healing. Rounding is good when you're a professional, and I'm not a professional, but it's also good for beginners because then it helps it last just that bit longer. And with TransTape, you can sleep in it, which also helps to that like comfort level. This is gonna help with my shoulders because my shoulders have been acting up with my binders, with my one binder that I have. And that's probably just because it is broken a little bit. Very, very good at this, as you can tell. Okay. My dad's gonna be like, what took you so long in the bathroom? And I'll be like, I'm sorry, Dad. So now this piece, again, we're just kind of going over it. Maybe up here at the top. I'll start right here. And again, this is just kind of to help with firmness, not with, this is not a required bit, it's just for my comfort's sake, because I didn't put it on that great on this side, my warm-up side, and as a result, the rest of the tape is struggling. So now, we have one side nice and down, you know, nothing too major. It's, I'll probably try and get like one more piece right here. Get it a little more secure, but as you can see, it doesn't move that much. I have to fix up my side. Again, mostly because I'm not great, but yeah. So we have one side down. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the other side, and I'm gonna do that off camera so this doesn't turn into like a 30-minute video. But yeah. I'm unpausing the recording because I'm correcting a mistake that I made when I first started. As I cut the pieces, measuring them from where I want them to start roughly to where I want them to end roughly. It's good to have it under your armpits. And also what I'm doing is rounding as I go. So these are just mindful things. They can be smart. And if you're like me and you'll forget, then you know, it's good to have some remindance. So that's what I'm doing. Now something I did to help out is I put a piece of tape right here for where my stuff is getting messy. So that way it sticks, it's stuck to the skin so it can't actually go anywhere, even though it's on top of the other TransTape. So yeah, and we're pretty much done with cutting these pieces. So now I'm gonna just go around, finish rounding them, and then I'll start planning to the other side. As I finish rounding this last piece, something that I suggest is making sure that your scissors are sharp. Because, for me, rounding takes it like anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes for like 4 pieces. So, you know, I think it would be faster if it was, you know, sharper and I could cut through these easier. But since it can't, and I don't want to ruin it or whatever, sharp scissors is my recommendation, because our scissors are kind of like, ours are kind of dull. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but if you could, and if you can't get sharp scissors, instead of cutting it while this side is facing you, cut it while this side is facing you, so that way you can still like move your scissors to the part that are sharper. But anyway, let me look and see. Okay, starting with this piece right here. We have 4 pieces again. We'll probably need a 5th like we did right here, where we taped it right there to make sure it's sharp and secure. But like, as you can see, you know, just, and I'll throw my shirt back on so you can see, and I'll like, if I can find, I don't know what I'll do. I'm not editing this. I don't care that bad. Plus, I don't even know how I'm gonna post it anywhere. I might post it on my channel, but this, oh, damn it, every time. Anyway, so beginner to a beginner, a guide, tips and tricks I learned, you know. So I'll start it right here again, just because that's what I like to start mine off. So peeling parts. I'm gonna go a little closer towards this part this time. I'm gonna just sort of pull it around. It's okay. You know, pull. Nice little. It's our first little piece. Of course. Okay. 3 more pieces here. So we're going to use this second shortest. Again, we're going to use it down here with helping get it both secure and yeah. Up a little so I can, oh, if I can do it right. Just gonna get it down here. Beginner to beginner. Okay, I got it a little bit that time. Probably get one more down here just because that piece didn't go in quite how I was hoping it would. So for this one, I'm gonna try and get it down here. Okay, I'm gonna do it right here. Move that right there so it's not too terrible. This time, instead of just pulling it as we go, we're going to pull it all off because we're going underneath. I'm going to lift this up a little. And then we're going to pull it right there. Stick, stick, stick. Okay. As you can tell, kind of different already because since we practiced with this. And then our last piece is going to be a cup, just again to help with that security. And then we'll put one more piece right here because part of this is going to be a little bit of a mess. Okay, right here, I'll put the cup. Okay. Again, kind of here. Nice. Do a deep breath, make sure you can breathe. I do feel like this is going to be a little loose, so I'm going to put on that extra piece of tape right now. And it doesn't need to be that long, so I'm going to make sure that this goes from here to there. Which should be, it's for me, not that much. Might be more for you, might be less for you if you're tall or short. Since I'm short, oh, and also make sure your skin's dry for this. I forgot to say that because I didn't do the check, make sure I was dry. But it's kind of like for my CPR buds that that do CPR, or really for anyone. If you're ever in a situation where you have to apply like AED pads, make sure it's not on metal, make sure it's not on wet people, because then they'll die instead of being shocked back to life. And if you have audits, make sure that you take the clothes off of Timmy. That's a reference for my YMCA people. Okay, so with this, I rounded the edges still, just to help with that. And then just right up here. Oh, hold on. Oh, too close to my armpit. Hold on. Nope, still too close. Hold on. There we go. And then I made this too long, but it's okay. So we'll just tape it right there onto the skin. Help with security. And so, final result for me. Still moving a little, still a little jiggly. But you know, it helps with that. And then let's get the shirt on. see how we feeling, and then ignore me, I'm trying to fix my mistakes. But yeah, so do a nice little stretch, make sure it's not peeling or hurting anywhere. For me, this part right here is pulling a little because I made it too long. I didn't need it to be that long. And then we'll throw our shirt back on. I'm not gonna lie, you know, looks nice, not too shabby. For me, I'm probably gonna try and off camera, of course, because some video's getting long. Probably gonna add one more piece right here just to help push that right there, because it is a little loose. But I think not too shabby. Pretty darn, you know, flat for me. Especially since I'm like over 200, so 200 pounds, I should say. I don't know, in kilograms. So for anyone that is measuring in the correct measuring system. Yeah. And with TransTape, you can sleep in it. And since it's late for me, because I'm in Pacific Standard Time, I'm about to go to sleep. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this beginner's guide and walkthrough from beginner to beginner. Because, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. And all the other videos don't really make that many mistakes because they're pros by it now. And they don't have to explain it. Every chest is different, every size is different, every wave binding is different. Yeah. That's what I can tell you. I need to fix this. Sorry, pardon me. But yeah, if you enjoyed me fixing, yeah, if you enjoyed, I don't know what to tell you, hit that like button. If I'm even posting this, I still don't know. But yeah, this is Leo signing out.